Okay, ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome to another cast with me, Dom Seda Romer. And sorry for all that little setup shenanigans going on in the beginning. I wanted to try to hide that bar on the bottom that shows how much time is left in the game, because whenever I go backwards in the game time, it shows the end of the game if it does end. So now that that's hidden from you guys, you don't know exactly what's going on, and we'll just go ahead and jump right on in. This was a Diamond 5 game, Diamond 3 through Diamond 1, Diamond 5 through Diamond 1 that I found on LOL Nexus, and I just kind of jumped right in. So let's talk about the players. We are going to have Ahri in the mid versus what appears to be Nidalee. In the jungle is going to be Jarvan versus Ezreal, and already we have a little bit of action going on. I'm trying to keep an eye on my frame rate at the same time because I did modify my stream settings. So let's close that. There we go, and frame rate going up. Elise a little bit far forward in her own jungle, but she doesn't have any teammates, and whoa, Evelynn swings around from behind, throws down the Ignite, and picks up first blood on Elise. I was not watching that, but I did see the end of it, and actually the red team is probably feeling really comfortable. Elise not going to be doing that great in the jungle, especially she did use her flash to try to get away. Ignite went down from Nidalee in the mid lane. As I said, Nidalee versus Ahri is going to be a pretty fun matchup, a lot of poke capable, but I am going to go ahead and say that Nidalee has definitely some more sustained potential compared to Ahri. Sure, Ahri does have her regeneration from her Orb of Deception combined with her passive. But of course, we will just have to see how that works out. In the bottom lane, we are going to have Corki Zyra, a very strong, hard-engaged champion. Bottom lane, once Zyra manages to get that Stranglethorn plus her snare, level 6, and of course Corki is going to be doing a lot of damage as well with his Phosphorus Bomb. And versus a Situation and Relove on Caitlyn and Janna respectively. And Caitlyn Janna is definitely a great poke comp in the bottom lane. There is a lot of potential to zone out Corki and Zyra because they don't have a lot of regen as it is. And Squirtle's a little bit too far forward so far. Situation trying to throw down just a touch of poke, maybe a little bit of AD to scare Corki back, but he's going to come into lane just fine. He does have some regeneration from that Doran's Blade, and basically, what I predict that this lane is going to come down to is, will the poke from the AD shielded Caitlyn be able to outdamage the trading potential of Zyra and Corki? If Zyra lands the snare, which we just saw, she is going to be absolutely free to try to engage. But if Caitlyn can just be shielded and survive and trade back with the poke, she is going to be becoming so far ahead. And look at that poke. Excellent, excellent zone control. Already Corki and Zyra are being denied in their own lane. So we'll have to come back to this later. I've talked about those two so far in the jungle. And we'll go into the top lane. We have J4D versus Lee Sin. This is an interesting composition. This is also going to be an interesting lane. J4... there was a gank that happened in the mid. Elise actually picking up a kill on Nidalee. Not going to give that to Ahri, probably using the execute combined with the double buff to help pick that up. And Evelynn didn't make it in time for the counter gank, so she's just going to have to sit back and farm the minions instead. So just a touch of poke. The cocoon does go out for Elise to deny any sort of hard engage, but that's just gravy. But as I was saying, in this top lane, J4 already level 3. He is, I guess I didn't set this up so far. J4 is at 18 minions, and whoa, looks like there was a dive going down onto Elise. Ahri flashing forward to try to see if she can get the Orb of Deception max range onto Evelynn, but not able to make it into range. Elise tanked the turret for just a touch, but she is going to have to be careful. Oh, Evelynn very bold, and whoa, the charm lands onto Nidalee. She's taking a healthy amount of damage and goes down again. Evelynn can't engage with the two of them there. She did see both of the CCs go down, and whoa, Evelynn engaging now. The double buff trying to do what sort of damage she can. The cocoon lands out, and Barbie Lonely X picks up another kill onto Evelynn. Great play from Elise in the jungle so far. Really excellent job. Despite that first blood going to Evelynn, she was able to take that back with great gank in mid and 2 kills, so that is going to be 3 kills now for the blue team. They are 300 gold behind, but I've been wanting to talk about this for a while. In the top lane, Jarvan versus Lee Sin. Jarvan definitely not as much mobility, but he has that innate tankiness. 56 armor, 40 MR compared to Lee Sin's 47 armor and 51 MR. So if I had to say, I would say that Lee Sin decided to try to counter against the Evelynn and Nidalee lane. I believe he wasn't actually expecting to go up against top lane Jarvan, because he does have that early magic resist, and Jarvan staying forward, trying to bait a gank out of Lee Sin. Lee Sin safeguards forward. Oh, here comes Evelynn. The flash immediately burned after seeing that Evelynn show up. Good reactions from Sheep to her Dur. Gonna be forced to retreat though. There's no way staying safe to the staying close to his turret with an invisible Evelynn roaming around is safe. Evelynn actually swinging towards the mid right now. Maybe going to try to pick up a kill on Ahri. Ahri very confident. She has that Fiendish Codex already, but here comes Evelynn. Healthy amount of damage going down. There isn't any slow. A great charm through the minions hits Evelynn. She's taking a lot of damage as well. So some good trading going on. Nidalee heals up just a touch, but that's just some of my fun play-by-play casting. I'm good at that. And whoa, the flash cocoon goes down onto Hunter X. She's taking a lot of damage. Another heal from Nidalee. Will we see the repel? Yes, it is. Red buff is ticking away, and the what is the name of that skill? It is not Neurotoxin. Whoa, a great juke from the Nidalee Spear from Barbie Lonely X. She did use her flash. The cocoon was on cooldown as well. She's not going to be able to make it out of there. And Janna picks up the kill. Not going to give it to Nidalee. I don't agree with that at all. Nidalee has been so far behind. She has to get back into the gold lead compared to Ahri, who's 101 with 26 farm compared to Nidalee's measly 22. She's behind in experience. She's behind in gold. And whoa, a hard engage going down onto Caitlyn. Seeing Janna out of position. Zyra getting an excellent snare combined with the exhaust. And Caitlyn very, very low now, so she's going to have to be careful. And whoa, another flash going down in situation. Forced to retreat. A great shield from Janna combined with a knock-up on Squirtles as he Valkyried in from Relove. Denied that engage, and Caitlyn is getting so low. Oh, really close right there. The plant nearly picking up the last hit, but because it was under the turret, right as the turret fired its shot, it did die, and smart Royal Vike picking up another kill on the Nidalee. She's just falling further and further behind. I would really... So I was about to say I would like to see a lane switch, send Nidalee in the top lane and J4 into the mid lane, but Nidalee is just, she's too far behind, and Lee Sin, starting off with that very healthy amount of magic resist, is going to have no problem laning against her. So it's going to be up to the bottom, for the red team, the top lane, with Jarvan being able to survive and do a healthy amount of damage, and there was actually an engage going on. Stranglethorn did go down to try to deny this Evelynn a kill, but Squirtles is getting taken down by Hunter X, who dodges the cocoon. Wow, Barbie Lonely X does so much damage with that early Sork Shoes combined with the Amplifying Tome. Whoa, the tornado misses for Janna, and Barbie Lonely X picks up the kill. Flash is still on cooldown. She's not going to make it out of there. Whoa, she just might make it out of there. An excellent cocoon catches a situation. CS Switch trying to come around with a spear, but where can Barbie Lonely X go? She's going to try to retreat through the minions, and Spear misses again. She might die to the turret. Oh, Ahri Love picks up the kill. Janna carry for the win. Janna is currently at 201, so she is really comfortable with those support items, Philosopher's Stone and the Cage's Lucky Pick. So she is going to be doing all of the supporting all the game, and Caitlyn's support for the win. Just taking a look at the gold, Caitlyn currently at about 2,000 to Corki's 1,800. So in the bottom lane, Caitlyn is doing reasonably well against Corki. She does have Boots of Mobility because she wants to try to avoid those Zyra snares as much as possible. Corki, in the meanwhile, working towards trying to get that Trinity Force. It is the current meta. Working towards the Phage first. I have seen a couple of Corkis go for the Sheen early on just because it gives you that extra damage spike with the Phosphorus Bomb for those early engages. But Corki not even level 6 yet. He is behind, so he is just going to play it safe with the mobility given to him from the Phage. So a situation doing a pretty good job of keeping the poke onto Squirtles and Flying Stars. Janna walking around clearing wards, and even in early Oracles. Whoa, smart Royal Vike diving in once again, and Elise actually going for a kill on Hunter 5674 as well. So killing spree on Ahri. She's 301 with Elise at 431, invading the red buff right now, denying that experience in gold combined with the potential slow that an Evelynn with red buff can put down. This is continuing to look more and more bleak for the red team. They are about 1,000 gold behind. We do see the Stranglethorns go down. A situation, actually an excellent net to try to escape out of. What is the name of it? 90 caliber net to escape out of the Stranglethorn. Doesn't get knocked up, so Squirtles cannot continue to engage. The combined damage from Flying Stars onto Flying Stars is going to force a retreat, so a situation is going to be really comfortable pushing out this lane, knowing that Elise is in the top. And Evelynn maybe going to try to make a move onto Sheep Herder. Oh boy, this could be dangerous. Jarvan actually did get ganked, so he went down as well. There is going to be a 3-man collapse onto Evelynn under this turret. The minion wave is getting dangerously small, though. Let's see if it goes. Yes, there it goes. An excellent ultimate from Hunter, trying to keep herself alive. The Charm Cocoon is just not working out, and the auto attack from Smart Royal Vyke picks up the kill while the Spiders tank the turret. Good play from the blue team. They are about 1,500 gold ahead right now. I'd really like to see them make a move onto the dragon. Just, they have that map presence. Taking a look at their vision, they are warded very far forward, keeping track of that Evelynn with the pink wards, not even the standard wards. There's one there over there, but yeah, the bottom lane is the saving grace for the red team. 67 farm to the 53 for Corki. It is going to be very difficult to try to swing back for the red team. They have to focus on getting Caitlyn fed, keeping her alive and in the back. But against a team like Corki, like Ahri, like Lee Sin, all three have such incredible mobility that Caitlyn is going to have to be so far back. Hopefully with a Quicksilver Sash by about 30 minutes into the game, she is just going to have to sit back and do try to auto attack things down, because if her team is not able to protect her, Nidalee is so far behind. She only just has her tier 11 minutes into the game, working towards the Archangel staff, but now her mid turret is going down as well. This is going to give Ahri so much map control to swing around and gank. I would really like to see her swing towards the bottom and try to pick up a kill on Caitlyn. And whoa, another engage going down from Flying Stars. Seeing that Janna was in the mid lane, that was a good move from Squirtles and Flying Stars. And was that Stranglethorn used as well? I'm not entirely sure. Yes, it is being used right now. A situation exhausted, not able to get out of it, and Corki picks up the kill. That is really going to help him finish off that Triforce and do that much more damage. Hopefully this turret will go down as well. With Caitlyn gone, they are free to siege this up and try to swing towards Dragon, considering Elise is in the area as well. But uh-oh, here comes Smart Royal Vyke stepping on a trap as well. And whoa, a Spirit Rush over the wall. I'm not entirely sure if that was the best place to go, but Relove diving under this turret, trying to stay alive, but he is almost certainly going to go down. Great tanking and teamwork from Flying Stars, Squirtles, and Smart Royal Vyke. They are going to take this turret with Elise in the area. They could swing towards Baron, but with Hunter 5674 right behind her, Elise is going to have to be careful. Going for the more damagey Elise with that haunting guys early on, and whoa, forced to burn the flash, and whoa, sorry for the jerky camera over there. She is just going to farm up instead, and wow, a huge spear from Nidalee doing a healthy amount of damage. It looks like she is maxing that first, going for the AP nid, and yes, there is the swing onto Dragon, and I can't see it because my computer is bugged out. Lee Sin doing a good job of keeping Jarvan distracted in the top, actually picking up a kill as well, forcing the pull from CS Switch and Hunter on Evelynn, so they are not going to be able to swing and try to contest that Dragon. Instead, they're going to try to help out in the top lane, but too little too late. They're falling further and further behind. 13 minutes into the game now, 6,000 gold. Ahri Love about to go down. Elise trying to get the execute, throws down, Ahri Love throws down the exhaust. Barbie Lonely X trying to do some damage. She doesn't have vision, and she is going to go down. CS Switch picking up her first kill of the game. That is going to help her out so much. Now with the double buff as well, hopefully we'll be able to see that Archangel staff finished into an eventual, oh, I forget the name of it, the shieldy one, Seraph's Embrace. Once she manages to get that Seraph's Embrace, she's going to be feeling so much better against this eventual DFG Ahri. She will be able to throw down that shield and maybe get a little bit more mobility as well. Survivability with the shield. And J4 gonna jump over the wall. Smart Royal Vyke, does he have his ultimate? Yes, he does. So Smart Royal Vyke has no problem just casually walking away. And whoa, there goes the ultimate engage, forcing the flash out of CS Switch. Here comes Evelynn from behind. Stranglethorn to force the disengage. It only knocks up Jarvan. Hunter 5674 continuing to go for the chase. Some slows going down, but Hunter 5674 kiting so exceptionally well. The miss on the spear from Nidalee. Barbie Lonely X helping to pick up the kill, but oh, the Cataclysm forcing Elise into the circle. Unfortunately, she is just able to repel out of the way. This is a good opportunity for the red team to try to siege down this turret. Dragon is gone, but uh-oh, here comes Corki from the side. They are going to have to be careful for the potential damage that an almost Triforce Corki is going to put out. A situation a little bit too far forward. Squirtle's just trying to poke as much as he can, and whoa, here comes Lee Sin from over the wall. Shield jumps, misses the Q, uses the Dragon Rage to pick up a kill on Nidalee, while Elise gets the execute with the Venomous Bite onto Nidalee, and suddenly that really powerful forward position they had was gone. They got collapsed on by Lee Sin, and they lost the opportunity to try to shove down that mid turret, to try to take a little bit of map control back. good play from the blue team right there, maintaining the fact that despite they were one man down, they were all out of position. They were able to collapse reasonably well and pick up a kill. And Barbie Lonely X, I don't know what's going on. I think she was baiting Hunter right there, but with Jarvan right around the way, she is going to have to be really careful. The Ignite goes down. The Repel is going to not save her. Unfortunately, that dot continues to tick while you are untargetable. It's the same thing with Fizz and other untargetable champions. And whoa, Smart Royal like throws out the DFG. Is she going to be able to pick up the kill? Oh, most certainly she is. 5-0-3 is unstoppable. 1 kill away from Godlike, 2 from Legendary. Smart Royal Vike doing such a good job trying to carry her team. Lee Sin continuing to shove in the top lane, building that Ravenous Hydra. Really interesting that he doesn't even have boots yet. I'm sure he's been picking up a couple wards for mobility instead, and he is doing a great job of keeping Jarvan and the individual members of the red team on their toes. And CS Switch might be trying to make a collapse onto Flying Stars and Smart Royal Vike. Seeing that DFG and the ultimate is burned, they could try to force a fight with a situation, but unfortunately with no tank to engage, they are going to have to back off instead. In the meanwhile, Squirtle's pushing up in the mid lane, and wow, Sheep Herder picks up a kill under the turret on an Evelynn, who's capable of shielding herself and regenerating, trades over that blue buff to Jarvan instead, who picks up the kill on him. I believe Lee Sin just did that just because it was faster than recalling and he would get more gold. And whoa, Squirtle's actually going pretty far forward to try to catch CS Switch out of position. But CS Switch, Nidalee in the jungle. She is in her native element. Whoa, gets caught by a charm. A lot of damage going down for Smart Royal Vike, but a good shield from Ahri Love manages to keep her alive. A situation gets caught, and the Stranglethorn, the exhaust goes down too, but a 90 caliber net keeps her out of there. A charm combined with the knockup onto Ahri Love is going to keep her immobile. Unfortunately, Smart Royal Vike and Squirtles were out of position for the engage. Here comes Evelynn from behind. Will she make it in time? And whoa, the ultimate from Smart Royal Vike trying to pick up the kill on CS Switch, but Squirtles helps to pick up the kill too. An excellent knockback from Janna, but it is not enough. It looks like Caitlyn might survive. Here comes the ultimate from Evelynn, forcing that engage, and finally Ahri is going to go down 6-1-4. Oh boy, D actually diving onto Barbie Lonely X. That red buff is doing such a good job in the knockup. Whoa, a great flash. Sunfire Cape, will it be enough to help pick up the kill? Barbie Lonely X is dangerously low, and no, D is not going to chase. I do like the Seeker's Arm Guard. I just want to point that out on Elise. Excellent pick. You don't build it into a zone use right away. You wait as long as possible. And Barbie Lonely X, you are so far forward. Here comes Evelynn, a good cocoon, but she's taking the damage. Will the burn tick from the red pick up the kill? No! Lee Sin with the shield. Barbie Lonely X continuing to retreat. Wow, great save from Sheep Herder, picking himself up a pickaxe and a longsword. So hopefully going to be going for that last whisper to get the armor penetration and continue to shove down top lane. Keep the red team distracted while Ahri, Corki, and Zyra can pick off individual targets. The blue team doesn't have a tank, but they don't need one because they're keeping the red team slit. They're taking engages one by one. They're able to pick off the individual targets that they need to pick off. And I'm just going to take a moment and try to recap the game a little bit. The bottom lane for Squirtles was relatively far behind, and he's actually getting dived on right there, who might go down. A good barrier keeps him alive. And it's so easy to fall back into play-by-play. There's so much going on right now. CS Switch gonna jump over the wall. Ahri Love taking a healthy amount of damage. Sheep Herder, will he land the Q? Will he land the Q? Not gonna throw it out instead. D diving in onto Flying Stars helps get that kill right there. And unfortunately, it does look like Ahri did go down. So that was a 2-for-1 for the blue team. Not the best of engages, but considering they have such considerable map control and map presence, it's going to be really hard for the red team to come back. They did start off really well with that super awesome first blood, but some great ganks from Elise had denied the power of Evelynn in the laning phase. But now that she's starting to come back and get those excellent engages, we're starting to see that Elise isn't tanky enough to keep up with the sustained engages from Jarvan. Once Jarvan is able to get in there and leap onto a carry, burn them down, there's not that much that the blue team can do. So now that we're starting to finally get to some more grouped engages, the red team is feeling a lot more comfortable. They have a much better composition with the long range combined with the very heavy engage from Jarvan. Whereas Smart Royal Vike and Squirtles need someone in front of them to distract while they do their damage. Evelynn might maybe swinging around to try to pick up a kill. And no, just going to back off instead. Gets spotted by a ward, but she's going to run away. But as I was saying, despite the first blood going to the red team, they were very, very zealous early on, and it cost them a lot of kills. They did start to throw the early game just a bit. And I calls it like I sees it, guys. They didn't do as well as they possibly could have. And this is another opportunity that's really well for the red team. Now that we're starting to get these hard engages, the 5v5s, whoa, there's a lot going on. Hunter X gets charmed, throws down the ultimate, but gets burned immediately. Uh-oh, so too does Situation, and the blue team looks like they're cleaning up reasonably well. They haven't lost anyone yet. D too far forward, but the only remaining member, the only remaining damage from the red team is CS Switch, who is over a wall on top of a ward. There's nothing CS Switch can do, trying to throw out some spears to pick up a kill, but maybe she gets a kill. Is it going to be worth it? Probably not. Smart Royal Vyke going to get the intercept here. CS Switch running as quickly as possible. A lot of movement from that passive. I'm really impressed with that passive. And whoa, Sheepherder lands the kick, trying to do enough damage to pick up the kill. A good kick, and Barbie Lonely X not even getting an assist. This turret is going to be sieged down. Excellent, excellent engage from the blue team. Let me take a moment to drink some water. Wow. So the blue team is playing really well. They're almost double the kills. They're about 10,000 gold ahead from the red team. They're keeping map control. They're taking objectives. They're sieging turrets when they need to and splitting when they don't. So great plays so far, but now that D is finally getting a little bit tanky, if the red team can get the proper engage, they will be able to do the damage that they need to burst down the squishy carries of the blue team, such as Smart Royal Vyke, such as Squirtle, and even Barbie Lonely X and Sheepherder. They do so much damage. There's the Last Whisper finally finished for Lee Sin. Really going to help him do damage to that Sunfire Cape. Jarvan instead, there are a couple of pings going down all over the place. It looks like the red team wants to try to siege up the bottom lane, but I don't know if that's the best idea. If they siege bottom, there's a lot of opportunity for the blue team to swing up towards top lane, maybe even try to take a move towards Dragon. They're already missing both of their top turrets, and D might actually try to jump onto Flying Stars, manages to get the knockup. There's some damage going down, doesn't have the Cataclysm, not going to engage. Smart Royal Vyke jumps onto CS Switch, who, wow, gets picked off by the charm at the last second. If she hadn't healed herself right away, she would have continued moving and been out of the hitbox range for the charm, but she did hesitate just that little bit. She thought she was clear, but the skill shot picked up the kill. A Situation not going to siege down this turret. I don't know if I agree with that. This turret needs to go down and then immediately recall. By leaving this turret, actually the minions were going to get it. So that was a good play. I was wrong, and I admit it. Ari Love caught too far forward under a turret with 3 members that have such hard engage like that. That was just way too far forward to be safe. And she paid the price for it. She did unfortunately die. Janna now at 247 compared to Zyra's simultaneous 247. So a little bit interesting. Just taking a look at the gold. Zyra is about 800 gold ahead. A lot of that is going to be from the global objective. 6, now 7 turrets compared to the 1 for the red team. This turret is going to go down. I would like to see the blue team disengage right here, not try to force the inhibitor. Wow, a huge spear takes a big old chunk out of Ari, but she does have that mobility with her ultimate in just a moment. Wow, a spear almost going right through all of them. But it is too far forward. They don't have the regeneration to try to siege this turret. Wow! CS Switch with a great spear, picking up the kill onto Ari, and that is going to help so much. Now that Ari is gone, the red team is so comfortable. Their squishies aren't going to be instantly bursted down. The blue team is going to be forced into a conventional engage with Elise Lee Sin in front and Corki protecting Corki and Zyra in the back. So if the red team can try to force an engage like that, they will be so very great. Evelynn can try to swing around to Corki. Caitlyn in the back, along with Needly, with Jarvan forcing an engage. Whoa, there goes the Stranglethorn. Hunter 5674, too far forward, gets nuked down by Elise, who unfortunately repels back into the Cataclysm, keeping them all locked down, but D got burned down too quickly. A Situation out of position, throws down the ultimate. Barbie Lonely X survives that Seeker's arm guard, helping to keep her alive. Meanwhile, Sheepherder continuing to chase onto CS Switch, but I don't think she's going to make it. There goes the kick, and oh, she actually heals and makes it out of there. A Situation is going to go down without picking up the kill onto a Barbie Lonely X, and this is going to be the inhibitor for the blue team. A very poor split from them. Real quick, I'm just going to go back and take a look at the split before the engage. A Situation was way out of position. Let's fast forward it just a touch. The turret's going to go down. They're going to scramble around. And with Ari down, the red team immediately pushes forward. And right here, we're just going to slow it down. We see that Evelynn standing on top of a pink, she gets spotted. So the blue team, they're all nice and spread out. This is really good. Flying Stars gets the snare onto Ahri Love, who's taking a healthy amount of damage. Evelynn is in position. She's still clearing out that red buff instead of reacting. I don't know that I agree with that. A situation trying to swing in, but sees the Elise, sees the Lee Sin, and decides to go around instead. And all this time, Ahri Love burns the ultimate. Hunter 5674 going to go down. D now diving in, CS Switch finally getting around with a situation, still swinging around from the side. Boom, that's 2 members of your team gone from the fight because you couldn't commit to a single direction. So unfortunately, the blue team lost the fight right there just because they couldn't decide which way to pass around this bush. So great job from the blue team putting the red team in that position. Whoops, I suppose I should play. And from there, we saw the end of the fight. Janna actually survived. She did flash over the wall, but she was not useless. She didn't get to use her abilities that much. And let's see, this turret is going to go down. And Lee Sin, in the meanwhile, in the top lane, just distracting, trying to see if he can make anything happen. Whoa! A quick switch from Smart Royal Vyke and Sheepherder. That was actually pretty impressive. And Smart Royal Vyke picking up the kill on CS Switch, but unfortunately not able to get Hunter XX. And wow, Sheepherder just going to casually walk away. Oh, what is going on? Did I pause? Oh no, D disconnected, and so too did Janna. Both of them disconnected, and Hunter as well. 3 members of the team disconnected. Lee Sin was right there, and oh wow, even Squirtle's disconnected. Some internet troubles going on right there. Not exactly the best of things to happen in a ranked game. Janna's still disconnected. Hopefully we'll be seeing her come back, but this is a good chance for the blue team to catch their breath, well, at least the members of the red team that are still in the game, to catch their breath and get themselves back on their feet. See what's going on. Wow, Flying Stars way too far forward. Is the Cataclysm going to go down? Whoa, Barbie Lonely X shows up just in time. A situation gets knocked up by the Stranglethorn, not able to do any auto attacks. Here comes Smart Royal Vyke, throws down the Deathfire Grasp, but a flash from situation is going to help him get away. A good knockout from Ahri Love, denying that potential chase. A good Zhonya's, but with 3 members of the red team there. I don't know what Smart Royal Vyke is going to do. The charm goes down. A situation lives because of the heal from CS Switch. Good heal from Nidalee, keeping her alive. Ahri, unfortunately, barely outplayed. And, whew, a smite steal from Hunter 5674, just taunting that Lee Sin. Will Hunter 5674 be able to make it? Is she out of vision range? Yes, she is. Let's see where the juke is going to go. And yes, Hunter 5674 makes it out of there. That Evelynn, very sneaky. I must admit, I am very impressed with the resilience from the... Was that an Empower on that minion, or are they just normally that tanky? Oh, that was just a weird looking minion, I guess. I am impressed with the resilience. Wow, a great flash over the 90 caliber net. A situation probably going to go down, and huge shield dump from Sheepherder, going to help pick up the kill as well. Ahri Love probably going to be going down. Good Zhonya's from Barbie Lonely X. She does have her Guardian Angel as well. Another shield jump from Sheepherder, trying to help out as much as possible, but while tanking the turret, there isn't that much that you can do. Hunter 5674 trying to pick up any sort of kill. They're so low, but not going to do it. The Stranglethorn from Zyra forcing the disengage, and Flying Stars. Hopefully Barbie Lonely X also going to retreat as well. Meanwhile, Squirtle's in the top lane, has finally finished his Trinity Force, working towards either Infinity Edge or Bloodthirster. Both are a good choice at this point in the game. And with both of those, with that build finished, he is just going to do so much damage. Usually this is something that I like to talk about a little bit earlier on, but actually now that Jarvan has disconnected, it is a 4v5, 3v5 now that Evelynn has disconnected as well. 2v5, considering Janna is gone too. There goes the Deathfire Grasp. CS Switch immediately nuked down. This turret is going to fall. The inhibitor probably as well, and we are likely going to be seeing the end of the game, considering the network issues from the red team. They do have an excellent opportunity to try to take it. They're playing really well, but they just can't keep up with the mobility and the picks from the blue team. They are finding themselves too far forward, and wow, Ahri Love gets nuked down from a single Phosphorus Bomb and Missile Barrage. A situation might actually go down as well, but the 90 caliber net slow forces the disengage, and there is only 1 inhibitor and turret left for the red team. They are going to have to try to make a stand over there, but here comes the swing from Squirtles and Flying Star. They are going to take this down, and once that inhibitor is gone, it is going to be incredibly hard for the red team to come back. once you lose all 3 inhibitors, you will start to see those double minions spawn. There goes the Stranglethorn. A situation gets knocked up, not able to engage while D is tanking the rest of the team. There goes some damage. Finally, Smart Royal Vike doing a healthy amount of damage, but going to be forced to retreat now. Baron did go down too. Flying Stars gets ignited, probably going to go down. Squirtle's trying to do some damage, see if he can survive. Whoa, a good flash, dodging a lot of damage. Squirtle's not going to make play of the day, goes down to a situation. And wow, Sheepherder comes out of nowhere, picks up a kill onto Neely after getting another one earlier, and woof, just throws down the ignite. That is so impolite. And oh wow, look at that, a triple kill from Lee Sin. And this inhibitor is going to go down. Whichever inhibitor is about to respawn, probably also going to go down. We're likely seeing the end of the game as it is happening. Yes, there is the inhibitor, and wow, Sheepherder with that Guardian Angel, absolutely not even remotely scared a little bit to try to dive 2 turrets. 1 turret now that other turret is gone. D sitting on top of Sheepherder's corpse. He shield jumps out of the way. A good cocoon combo from Barbie Lonely X is going to deny any sort of continue chase, but it is not meant to be. Sheepherder is going to pick up the inhibitor instead. Barbie Lonely X with her own Guardian Angel doing a healthy amount to D, but gets knocked back by Ari Love. Not going to force the engage. And that's going to be the last inhibitor. Double minion spawn, so it begins. The red team is going to be stuck in their base for the next 5 minutes at the least. Hunter X about to go down. Whoa, a good Zhonya's blocking that. She still has her Guardians too, and a Repel as well. Wow, Elise just has so much survivability. She might actually make it out of there. Smart Royal Vike picks up the kill onto D. CS Switch about to go down as well, but barely survives. Throws a huge spear onto Smart Royal Vike, who does not go down, but gets the double kill instead onto Janna too. And a situation now with CS Switch, she doesn't have a tank. She looks like there's not that much they can do with 1 turret and a Nexus left. 20 kills down, 18,000 gold, 30 minutes into the game. This turret is about to go down. Corki, full health, just going to siege this top turret up, and that's going to be the Nexus. Great play so far. A situation about to go down. 90 caliber net barely dodges the missile barrage. HD Hunter trying to pick up the kill on the Squirtles. The Shurelya's goes down. This is a very greedy play. I don't know that I agree with it entirely. Nope, there goes the snare, and Hunter going to go down the turret. Finally goes down as well. Sheepherder picks that up with the super minions. Nexus completely vulnerable. 2 super minions spawning every wave. It is going to be almost impossible for the red team to come back unless they win this team fight right now. And now that CS Switch is about to go down, it's going to be downright impossible. Relove going down too. And that's going to be the Nexus for the red team. An excellent game between all 10 of the players. Really good. I'm not sure if that was a surrender or if it actually went down. But yes, very fun game to cast. Very fun game to watch, hopefully. 46-23, literally twice the kills, 20,000 gold ahead. The blue team takes it. Great play all around. And this is the part where another caster usually chimes in and says, oh yeah, blah, 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 I really liked blah, 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 blah. But that's not going to happen because I don't have another caster. So, yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I'm probably going to cast one more game. I'm still running on that cup of coffee that I just brewed. So stay tuned. I'm going to take a 15-minute break, and I will be back at 6:30 Pacific. Thanks.